On IMDb, Zach175 says The Departed is a film filled with unnecessary and nihilistic violence and profanity. Do you know the story about the king who left his palace naked and everyone in the crowd watching him were commenting on his splendid clothes? This is how I feel after reading reviews from well-known and respected critics on Scorsese's The Departed. Because that is what Scorsese's film is naked, devoid of any rhyme or reason, of any reason why things happen, of any values. To me, it is just the ranting of an older man. It is Scorsese fantasizing about violence, sex, corruption. It is Scorsese thinking, wow, it is so clever to show all this blood and to have my actors swear all the time. Yeah, this is art. Well, I am sorry, but this isn't art. This is about Scorsese repeating himself and indulging in his obsessions and us congratulating him. I am not a conservative person. I just feel like this little boy in the story who cried out that the king was naked, like the little boy wasn't a hypocrite and just showed things as they were. 1 star.
Were there any naked boys in this movie?
You wish.
Oh, shit. You know what?
Hello, and welcome to the Royd Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we're here this week to talk 2006's The Departed. And we're joined again by comedian Nick Tardo. Hi, Nick.
Hey, what's up happening? What's happening, guys? What's up?
Nothing, you?
Nothing much. I just tried to say every greeting possible in one sentence.
Nick's just an NPC when you start spamming the greet button. You start spurting out different... Howdy, partner. What are you doing, partner? Hey, get out of here, partner.
No, so I'm actually... I was calling a horse race when you... I was trying to do an auction when you introduced me. I wasn't ready.
Well, welcome back. Thanks for coming back.
Am I? How many reoccurring guests have you guys had?
We've had you. We've had Sammy. We've had John. I think you are the third reoccurring guest. Oh, and Mark Ponte.
Oh, Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. There we go. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah. So you're in the vaunted two-timers club.
There it is. Perfect.
Is vaunted a word?
I don't know.
Am I just throwing it out there? All right, we have to look it up now because I'm going to feel stupid. Vaunted. It is a word. It is praised or boasted about. So I used it. Not only is it a word, I used it correctly. So Can we all just take a second to talk about how low I'm swinging right now?
I thought that vaunted was like what Dracula says when he wants something in like past tense. He says, I vaunted that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Stupid idiot.
I'm vaunted dead or alive.
Nice.
Okay. Andy and Nick at the same time. How are you both doing?
Great.
Good. What about you, Robbie?
I'm good. I don't know why I felt the need to do that and make it hard for everybody.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. We're having a good time.
We are doing The Departed, or as we coined it last week, The Detardo.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. Yeah.
The Departed.
That's what I said at first, and then we were like,
yeah, we put the kibosh on The Departed.
It might be confused with something else.
Yeah,
right.
With Andy.
Yeah.
Rude.
Had you guys seen The Departed before?
No, this is my first watch.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you, because I
enjoyed
enjoyed this.
That was also one of the
movie.
reasons why I wanted to do this episode, is because it's a movie that's always been on my list, and I just never got around to it. So this was the perfect. And fate has it. Royd's Review Podcast Fate has it that movie was not streaming on Netflix until I agreed to do this episode, and it came on Netflix.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So that was
that is awesome.
I watched it, and then it came on Netflix 2 days later.
Yeah. There was a
That
recent
sucks.
ad on Netflix. I was like, no fucking way. I couldn't believe it.
That's happened a couple of times with movies for this podcast. Like Terminator and Terminator 2 are on Netflix now, and I'm like, fuck. I bought them both.
We waited.
Yeah.
You got to look at the upcoming release schedule. You know how they release like there's like there's date tiers that they release that you could have access to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you guys plan so far in advance anyway. It really doesn't matter. You just gotta let it go.
No, I'm gonna lose sleep over this if I'm honest. I spent $4.
Well, would you guys say that 2006, the year that this movie came out, was a big year for movies?
Are you saying the year of our Megazord, 2006?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say it's a pretty big year for movies because you know what came out?
What came out?
Whoa, man, Rocky Balboa came out, man. I'm not talking about the closet, man. No, man, I'm not talking about coming out of my mom, man. No, I mean, I'm the movie, Rocky Balboa, man.
Good. Very good.
You know, before we did the first Rocky for this podcast, that was the only Rocky movie I had seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's a good movie. If I remember correctly, I got silence from both of you.
I watched it in math class.
I've never seen like Rocky Balboa, the movie Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, it's like Rocky 6.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
It's pretty good. How about The Prestige?
That's a 2006er?
Yeah. It's a good movie.
I think this movie is just a horror movie about a woman on her period, the night of the white pants.
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got Grandma's Boy. You ever see Grandma's Boy?
Oh, hell yeah. Grandma's Boy is dope. Great movie. I can feel my antlers grow.
I've never seen Grandma's Boy, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it's a good one. It's a really good one. Great comedy movie.
Oh, a movie about Andy when he plays sports, The Benchwarmers.
Another good one.
Yeah. One day, Robbie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with one hell of a zinger.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. And that day is today.
Okay, let me hear it.
You, foot fist way. It's about your fucking butt, dude.
Very nice, I guess.
Because you get footed and you get feet and fists in your butt.
Okay. Hey, Andy, this movie's about how far you can walk before you run out of breath. 16 blocks, you fat fuck.
Yeah, that's a lot of blocks.
No, it's not.
City blocks or town blocks?
City blocks.
City blocks. That's nothing.
Is it? I don't know.
If you can't walk 16 blocks in New York City, go to a doctor.
I mean, I can.
Go to a doctor.
I've actually been getting my fitness going, you know?
Yeah. You've been up in the gym just working on your fitness.
Yeah, fitting this dick.
Very good.
In my pants.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Andy, a movie about when you talk came out, Babel.
I've never even heard of that.
It actually looks like a very sad movie.
It is. That's Brad Pitt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Shark Tale?
Shark Tale?
Was that 2006? You know what I'm talking about? That cartoon.
The poor man's Finding Nemo.
Yeah. I feel like that was 2006.
I'll tell you right now, it was 2004, actually.
All right, that's close.
Yeah. Robert De Niro. Oh, so was Martin Scorsese. Robert De Niro and Scorsese were in that.
In Shark Tale?
Really?
Yeah.
Jack Black was also in that.
Yeah.
So, star-studded cast. What does Finding Nemo have?
Star-studded cast. There's Albert Brooks.
Ellen DeGeneres. And, what's the actor that plays, Nemo again? I mean, not Nemo, Marlin. What's that guy's name?
Albert Brooks.
Albert Brooks. I couldn't think of his name.
He's Hank Scorpio. He was Hank Scorpio on The Simpsons. He was also several other characters on The Simpsons.
He's got a whole Curb episode.
Is that Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah.
I've never really watched that show.
There's an episode where Albert Brooks throws a party, but it's a funeral for him. So he doesn't actually attend it. He just does a live stream from like a room and just watches his own funeral. It's pretty funny.
I'm trying to think about find a good zinger for Robbie here, but
okay, Andy, a movie about you, Candy, because that's what you used to lure kids into a van.
Okay. Movie about you, Robbie, Little Man, because you're small.
Very good.
What was that again? What was Little Man?
It was the
That's
Wayans Brothers movie.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're doing that
That's
old
right.
Looney Tunes bit where like a gangster is short, and
Yes,
so
yes,
they make him a baby. That's
That's right.
straight up out of several Looney Tunes cartoons.
And they made a 2-hour movie out of it.
They sure did.
Oh, Andy, a movie about your erectile dysfunction, failure to launch.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, a movie about us, the breakup. We're fucking done, Robbie.
End the meeting.
All right, I guess that's it. All right, I don't need to name it. Some weird Aquaman movie came out.
I think that's.
It looks like a pornography.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, that's a pilot.
That's not a pilot. That's a movie or a television show.
Yeah, it's a pilot.
That's definitely not about a pilot, Andy.
Robbie, it's a pilot for a failed. It's a failed pilot. It's an offshoot of Smallville, and it's Aquaman from Smallville.
Ah,
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 3. That also came out.
Oh, one day we'll cover that. Check out our Mission Impossible podcast, though.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
All right, I have no other movies to list.
Oh, you know what else came out?
What?
The Departed.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
it did.
good. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've seen this one before.
So, what'd you guys think?
I really like this movie.
Can we do this whole episode in a Boston accent? Cheesy Boston accent. I can't even do it. I'm like actually trying, and it's just coming out like I'm out of breath.
I mean, you're trying. Other people were trying in this movie. Alec Baldwin.
Like, I kind of knew what the movie was about. Not really. This was my first time watching it. I was like surprised, honestly, how much I actually liked this movie, because I just wasn't sure, like, even what it was about. And then also I was just surprised at the cast. There's so There's so many notable actors in this movie.
Yeah, it's like every single one of them.
Yeah.
Like everybody. He's
Anthony Anderson was a big surprise to me.
Yeah.
That was my jaw swung open when he's like in the second scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's in like the pivotal scene too.
Yeah. He's minor but major. He has minor screen time but major impact.
Yeah. It's good stuff. This is a good movie.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Marty loves the Rolling Stones because, of course, Gimme Shelter is playing.
That's in like every fucking Marty Scorsese movie.
Right at the very beginning, it's got to open up with Nicholson doing this weird Boston accent. He's pretty racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did like how he is like shrouded in darkness.
Yeah. To cover up how old he really looks.
Yeah, but it's also like, look at this guy. He's a real bad guy. Look how bad this guy is. I like that.
And it opens with a quote. I forget what the exact quote is, but the first line in the movie is like a deep quote.
Yeah, I think the quote is "Park the car Harvard Yard."
Yeah.
Very, very good.
I think that's the quote.
Well, the opening, like, the title sequence, it just says Boston some years ago. Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
We're not going to give you a fucking year. It's like, why not? Why? Because you don't need one. You don't need a year.
Yeah. I like how Mark Wahlberg is just such an asshole to everyone. And then, like, finally, when Leo's character, like, cracks him in the face over it, he's, like, kind of surprised. Like, my guy, you're talking to everyone like they're a piece of shit. At some point, you're going to get hit.
Right.
Like, you didn't see that coming at all in your life?
I felt like in this movie, Mark Wahlberg, you could really, in this movie specifically, I don't know why, but you could really tell his resemblance, like his family resemblance to John Cena. Like, he really looks like John Cena in this movie. They're cousins.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Really?
Unless I just made that up, but I'm pretty sure John Cena and Mark Wahlberg are cousins.
I'm going to Google that. Are John Cena and Mark Wahlberg related? Here we go. Let's see. All right. So the first thing is this website, famouskin.com, and it's the family relationship of Mark Wahlberg and John Cena. They are 11th cousins once removed.
Okay, so distant relatives.
Yeah,
They could marry.
they could.
I feel like we've talked shit about Mark Wahlberg on this podcast.
We have. Specifically me.
Yeah, he's fucking great in this.
I mean, of course he's going to be awesome playing a cop. Look at his history.
Got him. He's also from Boston,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. But yeah, he's good in this.
He's awesome in this. That's why he deserved to be nominated for the Academy Award.
Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, and Leo DiCaprio. All three of them look exactly the same.
Generic white dudes.
Yeah, at one point I admittedly did get lost in the sauce of the characters. I was like, who is who again? I was really.
I think that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because it's such like a two sides of the same coin situation going on here. I wonder if that was deliberate.
It was very Fight Club-y.
Yeah.
The movie reminds me of Fight Club. Like at one point in the movie, I'm like, this is like almost like Fight Club. And is everybody a cop? Like I was like questioning everybody in my life. I was like, I think my mom is a cop.
My God.
Well, did she not pay attention to you? Because remember the guy said, like, everyone who doesn't pay attention to the cop, like, there's a cop.
Yeah.
I love when he goes, turns out most good looking women are cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a really funny part.
Jack Nicholson asks a little girl if she's had her period yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
have
did.
that written down. I have that.
Yeah.
I have that. That's right in the beginning of the movie, too. It's like the first
Yeah.
10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. They're like really letting you know that this guy's a scumbag.
But then, like,
the
later
bat.
on, he chides the priest for being a child molester. And, like, rightfully so. But, like, I don't know, man. You shouldn't ask a little girl if she's had her period yet and then walk into those priests and call them the bad guys. You're all bad guys.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I might be mistaken, but isn't it in a restaurant, like in the kitchen of a restaurant too? It's like fucking gross, dude.
It's at her dad's, like restaurant or something.
Like deli or something. It's like
Yeah.
a deli
Yeah.
or a restaurant. It's like, ugh, why?
It's weird. I do love that he laughs after killing the girl and he goes, she fell funny.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a Matt Damon tells a story about that. How when they were like at the table read or whatever, and Jack Nicholson so he proposed a whole bunch of weird shit. He was like, how about when she falls funny, right? And then my character, because he's such a bad guy, he says, she fell funny, right? And that would make everybody know that this character is a real son of a bitch. And they're like, all right, that's pretty good. And they're like, and what if when that happened, the guy next to him said, you know, you're a real twisted son of a bitch. You know? And like he just kept going like that. They did it. They were like, all right, you're Jack Nicholson, sure.
You could tell Nicholson's having a great time in this movie.
Yeah.
You could definitely tell he was definitely the best like character, I guess, in the movie. Like you could totally see how like this is the guy that everyone's like, oh my God, this is hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, he's awesome. And he's also like, when you find out towards the end that he is an FBI informant, it makes sense why he's so loose.
Yeah.
Because it's like he can flaunt it all he wants. He could do whatever he wants. He's just having a grand old time knowing he'll never be arrested.
Yeah.
And he's like slowly going insane. Like,
yeah, I was totally like shocked. That was a shocker to me when he said he worked for the FBI. I was like, oh my God. I was like, freaking literally everybody in this movie is a freaking cop.
yeah.
I'm a cap.
It's
I'm a cap.
it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Like everything's mirrored in a like, I don't know, like that review that you said at the top, right? I understand that it's like sacrilegious for me to not really like Martin Scorsese stuff. So I find a lot of it is just like, this crazy shit happened. I was like, all right, isn't that crazy? Sure. Where's the fucking story though? Like, what's going on? This has a deliberate story. It's not like, whoa, look at all this shit. It's like, whoa, look at all this shit, but like that's connected to this. This is connected to that. It's fucking great. This is a great movie.
It's also a remake.
To remake?
Yeah, of what is it?
Internal
like
Affairs.
Hong Kong movie.
Yeah, the Hong Kong
Wow.
movie, Internal Affairs.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think what you said too. It's like I like how there's like the overarching story, and then every individual one of their characters has ties with all the other characters. It's like a round robin. Everybody has
Yeah.
dealings with everybody else. Like
Yeah.
everybody in the movie's involved with each other. It's not like, oh, this is happening over here, and at the same time, unbeknownst to this group of people, these group of people are plotting this. It's like everybody's going at the same time, and it's happening in real time in front of your face because the movie's like a week and a half long.
Yeah, and like the tension throughout the movie just keeps ratcheting up until finally, like the last scene, everybody just gets shot in the head.
Yeah,
Like everyone. Even then, like they ratchet it one more time where Mark Wahlberg's in his apartment, and you're like, oh shit. Nice.
I know, right? After that elevator situation, I was like, God damn! I was like, oh
Yeah.
man! I was like, I can't believe this guy's gonna get away with this.
Yeah, but he does.
And then I was fully prepared to be like, well, sometimes the bad guys win. It's just the way it is. And then, bagoosh.
That's what Mark Wahlberg said when he shot him. He said, bagoosh.
And Marty's kept saying, we're going to have to cut that. Stop doing that.
He's like, all right, I won't do it. They're like, all right, action. Bagoosh. Like, damn it, Mark.
But what if I take my shoes off?
But they do such a great job of setting that up because it's not one of those things where he just leaves the movie. They put that in the movie why all of a sudden you don't see him for 40 minutes.
Yeah, he's suspended.
Yeah.
With pay.
Yeah, they specify that with pay. It was good.
That got a chuckle out of me. That because Alec Baldwin takes a beat before he says with pay.
Yeah.
Because he likes him.
Alec Baldwin is really funny in this movie.
Yeah, he is.
When he starts hugging the guy and he's going, Patriot Act, baby, Patriot Act.
I wrote that part down too. Like the fact that they bring up Patriot Act in a movie in 2006 is so just like.
Yeah, it's so 2006. Yeah,
it's so 2006.
He also punches that dude in the face.
Yeah, he does.
I have a note that says, let me read it verbatim. It says, HR is going to have a field day with this workplace.
Very good.
Everybody's just like, fuck you and your mother. And then people are punching each other in the face. Like,
it's a stressful environment.
You are all fired. Every single one of you. HR would come in and just clean house.
You can't do. They're fire department. The police department. You can't just clean house. I guarantee you they would.
You don't get those two mixed up. For some reason, they hate each other.
Well, that's another great line in the movie by Damon. Fireman getting pussy for the first time since fire or pussy.
Yeah.
He also is having a field day and making a meal out of those slurs he's calling the fireman.
Well, it's a Scorsese movie.
Yeah, but like this is still like Damon's having a grand old time.
Well, speaking of Damon, he's very good in this as well.
Oh, he's awesome. But like even later on, they drop an F-bomb for no reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of slurs in this movie.
Yeah, and that's almost certainly how they speak.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt that. I was just noting it. It's also weird. Like, I don't know. Are you really going to question the manlyhood of a fireman?
Yeah.
Like, you mean the dude who's going to run into a burning building? I'm not going to question his toughness. Sorry, dude. I know you're a cop, but yeah, I don't know. That's still pretty tough to me.
Also, he's like a detective. Like, he's doing paperwork most of the time.
I know.
Like, he goes in after the fact. Like,
he is a pussy in this, Damon.
He is. Yeah, he's a rat.
Yeah, well, because even when DiCaprio punches him in the mouth, he's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then in the elevator, he's like, kill me. Just fucking kill. He's acting like one of the guys on The Catch a Predator. Just kill me. Just kill me. My life. It's like, Jesus, what a fucking bitch. And his absolute panic, and he stabs the guy in the alley.
Yeah, that's true. He kills in a rando. Now, what do you guys think about the rat at the end? Like the actual rat.
Oh, it's tacky as fuck.
Yeah, like if he didn't put that in, we got a fucking perfect movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was like symbolism, like just a random force-fed symbolism that was like
Yeah, like
just
we get it.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was kind of just like cheeseball. Like this is so cheesy. No pun intended, because it was a rat, but it was just like cheesy.
You'd expect
Yeah.
that in like a college film, that like
Yeah.
shot, that last shot, like, do you get it? It's like, we got it. I was sitting here for the last 2.5
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah. I just watched this.
Yeah.
Like every major character in this movie is a rat. I got it.
Yeah. I
Everybody
watched
got
the
it.
goddamn movie.
Everybody's a rat and everybody's a cop. We get it.
Yeah. Leo DiCaprio is also crushing it in this. All the performances are very good.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like everyone is so good in this. What happened is they took a bunch of actors and they said, just ham it up. Like Baldwin and Sheen, they're at 110% in this.
Yeah.
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 Like Baldwin, when he's giving the speech on microprocessors and he basically looks at the camera and goes, don't fucking worry about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, they don't money. They don't matter what they are. It's cash. It's just cash.
The whole, I wrote that down too, the microprocessing thing. I was like, they could have did a little better of a word combo to make it seem a little bit more something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the most obvious fake shit ever. I'm like,
Why not just go weapons deal? Why not just make it a weapons deal?
Yeah.
I was like, the Chinese are stealing microprocessors. I was like, oh, microprocessors. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
And then knowing, because people were gonna be like, what the hell's a microprocessor? They just threw that in there. It doesn't matter. A lot.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Who cares? Who cares? You know what? Oh, the cameras. Let's focus on the cameras. Actually, fuck it. The cameras don't work.
I like, one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Leonardo DiCaprio gets in that bar fight over cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Yes.
He gets into that huge fight and then beats the guy up or whatever, and then the other guy saves him. And then he goes, all right, like, what do you drink? And he goes, cranberry juice.
Yeah.
That part was,
Yeah.
and he goes like cranberry. The guy goes like cranberry juice, like, and that was,
he says the same thing the last guy said. What do you want? Period.
Yeah, yeah. What do you want?
Well, I love French's line. He's like, do you know who I am? He goes, no. He goes, well, I'm the guy who tells you who you can and can't hit. And that guy, he's not someone you can't hit, but he's pretty close to it. So I have to make a ruling right now. That's a guy you can't hit.
And didn't the guy beat up? Wasn't he a cop too?
Did that guy turn out to be a cop?
He's in this movie, so probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at one point they entered. There's like, he's in a very brief. He's like also a cop that's in that crew that they're like around Nicholson's character. Like there's 2 cops in that crew that they show.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, that guy you beat up in the bar, that was I'm pretty sure that guy's the cop, or another cop.
Real quick, thank you so much for listening. If you want to send us some feedback, send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
You could also find our music on Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music, by searching The Royds. That's ROYDS. We have 2 albums and a Christmas song. Hope you like it.
You know what would really suck to happen in real life? If you broke your arm and then someone broke your cast off and slammed down on it with a Timberland.
Yeah, I actually wrote that down too.
That like Jack Nicholson's so good at being scary.
Yeah.
Just
when he goes, I said he had a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Like,
real petrifying shit. Really, really good stuff. I also have a note here. Mark Wahlberg is playing the same character that he plays in the other guys.
Yeah. Yeah, his 2 best movies.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I have to knock a point off this movie for, though?
What's that, Robbie?
I don't like the trope of people fighting and then one of them's like, how about a date? And that happens here with DiCaprio and Vera Farmiga, Farmiga, however you pronounce her name. She's also awesome.
Yes.
But like they're just like screaming at each other. It's like, you want to get coffee?
And it works.
Yeah, it's like, get out of here.
Also, how unprofessional.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that too. I was like, this is just so inappropriate. And just
she's terrible at her job.
Yeah, she's very bad.
I was like, this lady is insane. And like, she's not really introduced until like later on, or she's in the movie, but you don't really get what's happening until like halfway through the movie. You're like, of course there's now a female in this movie to mess everything up. Like like
Nick, you sound like an incel now, man.
Yeah, just throw a monkey wrench into everything. There's just this 1 degree of separation between Leonardo DiCaprio's character and Matt Damon's character, where it's like this one chick.
Well, she sleeps with 2 clients.
Yeah, like what are the odds in real life? How would that even like? It's just insane. It's just.
I think that's another thing, just like another thing, like oh, these 2 guys are living the same life, but just like in an upside down kind of way.
But
like
the way
they're even banging the same girl.
The way I look at it, though, if you're like a psychologist like this or whatever she is, if you're fucking 2 of your clients, you're fucking all of your clients. Like, there's no way in real life there wouldn't be a 3rd or 4th guy in there.
I mean,
she fell for both of these guys immediately.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like one of these guys was in a relationship with her when the movie starts. They both meet her in the movie as clients.
Yeah, she moves in with one of them.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I see that. I go, I don't know, man. I feel like she's probably fucking all her clients.
I mean,
and honestly, she's Vera Farmiga. I'd probably shoot a guy too.
I found that the flirting between Matt Damon and her was like super fucking realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like Matt Damon, he could have fucking talked me out of my pants. It's just like so natural the way he delivered. Like he's laughing as he's saying things.
Yeah,
I was like, this guy can act. I haven't seen too much with Matt Damon, but I get it now. This dude's great.
Damon's awesome, but his character has the same problem you do, Andy.
Impotence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're just gonna say it. Just gonna say it on this world-renowned podcast.
Yeah, I am. You had to know that was coming, right? You had to be watching the movie saying, Rob's going to make that joke.
You know, let me check my notes, see if I made that joke about you.
I didn't even have to write that. I just in my head said, all right, well, that's something I'm gonna hit Andy with.
Nope, it's not here. You know where it is here though?
What? Very good. Very good.
Give Rob the finger on an audio medium.
Andy, I'm having to fight a small part of my brain to not turn microprocessors into a micro penis joke about you. And trust me, the gears are turning. So if I think of one, it's gonna come.
So not only does my dick not work, it is also very, very small.
Anything that emasculates you, I will say, because I question my own masculinity.
I got nothing going for me. I say, hey, sorry about the impotence. She's like, you know what? I wasn't worried about it. Because I don't think I would feel whatever that is. And she'd point to this shriveled piece of skin hanging off my body. In Robbie's perfect world, that's my penis.
You really got that skin tag removed.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you got a blemish down there or something. Nope, that's my penis. Oh.
It's my little schmeckle. But, I mean, impotent or not, he still got one past the goalie. He scored. She's pregnant.
Yeah, but that's DiCaprio's kid.
Yeah.
It was like, was it?
I believe.
Yeah, because remember, she's at the. Damon realizes that at the funeral because she's all sad and shit at DiCaprio's funeral.
A grand display of emotion.
And then when they're walking by, he goes, "What about the kid?" And she just walks past him.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't pick up on that, to be honest with you. Like I did, but I didn't.
They played "Gimme Shelter" twice in this.
Yeah, they did.
Actually, no, and then it restarts at some point.
Because loves it.
He loves that song, man.
I mean, it's a good song.
Well, I would have put my entire savings account and any opportunity to earn money in the future that Dropkick Murphys was going to be in this movie. That was the least surprising thing of all time.
Yeah.
When shipping off, I think it plays twice too.
Yes.
When shipping off
probably.
the Boston plays, I was like, this is so insanely obvious. I would have literally.
I mean, that song was huge when this movie came out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was like, this is wheelhouse. Dropkick Murphys, like if this movie doesn't have it, I think it would have been a blemish.
Yeah.
The Dropkick Murphys were all over the marketing for this movie. Do you guys remember the marketing for this?
No.
Not really.
The Dropkick Murphys, that was like, it was in the trailer and everything. They used that. Yeah, that was all over the marketing. I saw this in theaters.
Wow. Robbie.
Yeah, I was about a senior in high school when this came out because I'm an old man.
I was a sophomore then, so I wouldn't have been allowed to see it in theaters. I remember
Nick, this was 06.
I was in the sixth grade.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit. Robbie threw up.
So this was not on my radar as in the sixth grade.
Yeah.
I was not like, oh, I can't wait for the new Scorsese to come out.
Too busy watching Blue's Clues.
Yeah, no, this was right up Robbie's alley in 2006.
That's why I
this.
asked about Shark Tale before, because I was thinking about what was I watching in 2006.
There was Seaford Cinemas was where I used to see all my movies.
Hell yeah,
it was like $6.
Shout out to
and there was Cinemas.
The only place not affected by inflation. You still get the $6 movies.
Really?
Yep.
That's incredible.
Have they renovated the theater at all?
No.
Yeah, it was falling apart back then too.
Yeah.
But like,
listen,
Robbie. There used to be a Pathmark across the way.
Is.
Yeah, I got kicked out of the Waffle House that was there once.
It's still there.
Well, I remember we used to get snacks and shit at the Pathmark, hit the movie, and then hit the, what was it, Ralph's right around the corner?
Yeah.
Ralph's is still there.
Yeah. So, but I remember we went to see Borat, right? But I think I was a junior when Borat came out. And like,
no, you were, because Borat was 2006 also, I think.
Oh, shit. Well, then it was sophomore year.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went to Pathmark, got a full fucking box of Cocoa
wait, you could
Puffs.
have been a junior. I have no idea. Keep going. Sorry.
Got a full fucking box of Cocoa Puffs. Just thinking we're going to eat a full box of Cocoa Puffs while we watch Borat. And I walk in it, and they're like, no, you're not 17. I was like, yeah, but it's cool. Like, I'm almost 17. Like, they're like, no, you can't do it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all my friends are in there. Because it was like it was me and another friend. We were meeting a group, and they were already in there. And they were like, oh, well, sorry. So we just waited out there, ate a full fucking box of Cocoa Puffs while we waited for our friends. And they came out and they were laughing. They were like, oh, it's so funny. I was like, it's so fucking funny.
That's such a FOMO moment.
That
actually is really, especially like at that time, Borat was like almost mind blowing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That shit is still funny.
I saw Borat with my father in theaters because we were just sitting on a Saturday. He goes, "You want to go see Borat?" I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it."
Hell yeah.
That sucks. And also bringing a full box of Cocoa Puffs to a movie theater is A, cuckoo, but B,
excellent.
But B it's such like a textbook high school boy move.
Yeah.
Like unsupervised high school boy in a supermarket, you're coming out with Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
Our high school was right next to a King Cullen. And let me tell you, the amount of times during lunch, I would just come out with a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like, fuck it. Me and the boys would just go in on a rotisserie chicken for lunch.
Yeah. They're like $5.
Yeah, you get a rotisserie chicken and a bag of chips, and we were set.
Hell yeah. What are you drinking, though?
A 2-liter.
We get like whatever soda. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you hit the beverage bar and you get yourself an Arizona or something.
Yeah, exactly. 99 cents.
Yeah.
So in case anyone's wondering, this is Long Island talk.
Yeah, we're from Long Island.
And fuck Boston. I'm a Yankee fan. Let's go Yankees. They're in last place.
Shit.
Is there a Fenway scene? Are there a Fenway at any point in the movie?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, right?
Where did this movie take place?
Boston.
Oh.
Was that a real question, my dude?
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
You guys understand the joke I made?
No, I didn't, obviously, because I'm fucking stupid.
Well.
Speaking of stupid, it's stupid that DiCaprio calls that number back after Sheen dies. He's like, you know what? I'm going to call that number back.
Yeah, and then Matt Damon picks up and really again, Matt Damon's really good in this. Like, super convincing. He's like, yo, just come on in and we'll figure this all out. And he's like, let me talk to Mark Wahlberg. And he's like, the actor Mark Wahlberg? He's like, no, the character that Mark Wahlberg is playing. And he's like, oh, no, he's out. He's suspended. That's
with pay,
stuff.
so don't worry about it.
Yeah, so don't even worry about him.
Because I think I know why they did the with pay thing. because they probably thought like, all right, the people that are gonna be watching the movie are probably gonna be like part of like it's gonna be big with like in the cop community and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah.
So they were
Yeah.
like, we need to make sure that the police brotherhood association is happy with this movie.
Yeah.
I also guarantee you, if two cops get into a fist fight in the precinct and one of them has to get suspended, it's with pay. That's not an offense where you get suspended without pay.
Yeah.
Boys will be boys.
Especially in the yad. There it was. I did it.
Is that even how that is like done? You just say you're suspended.
No, it's absolutely
with pay.
not.
Like, no, that's not. There's definitely a paper trail. Like,
yeah, of course there is. They'd both be sent home.
Yeah,
But no, I mean, I think I wouldn't be surprised if cops fight in the precinct. I'm not going to say often, but I'm not surprised if it does happen, just because it's a male-dominated field. Testosterone's a flowing, and you're around criminals all the time. Like.
Yeah, well, themselves.
Oh, bossing!
I will say, as somebody that works, he killed himself.
Yeah,
Andy died.
Andy laughed himself to death, like that guy in Mary Poppins.
He was also doing a Mr. Krabs laugh.
Owe me money.
What I was saying was, as somebody that works in like a mostly male-dominant profession in the construction industry, fights do happen sometimes. Like, it's just men. Like, men just butt heads. Comes to blows once in a while. Or, like, verbal, in-your-face, like, pull-aparts.
Yeah, as a second grade teacher, I see that a lot as well. But they're children.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could take them.
You would
think.
think.
Boys never grow up.
Kids nowadays are strong.
Did you guys see the fight in the baseball game recently when Jose Ramirez of the Guardians punched out Tim Anderson?
I did see that,
and
yeah.
Terry Francona, the manager of the Guardians, was just like, boys will be boys. Like, what do you want? They got into a fight on the field. Good stuff. Hey, I like Damon calling Nicholson Big Daddy Frank in the porn theater.
Yeah.
That porn theater scene was ridiculous.
He's going, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like, hey, Jack, just be yourself for a minute.
Yeah. He's like, okay, no problem.
That porn theater scene was insane.
I really liked how at the end Leo sends her the tapes and she's listening, and I was like, hold up. Because I remember Leo was in that same porn theater because he was stalking Matt Damon. I was like, hold up. You're telling me these flip phones could record like that? This is fucking bullshit. And then the note said, like, oh, Frank just recorded everything. He had like a tape recorder on him at all times. And I was like, oh, okay.
They covered their tracks in this.
Yeah, that would have been like what? That fucking flip phone from 2006 is recording quality audio? Fuck out of here.
Those flip phones were a blast from the past, my boy. Damon must be the quickest texter in the world, because the way he texted on a flip phone in his pocket like that,
without looking,
like a complete sentence.
That texting was insane throughout the movie. Like those little messages, like they were sending, that was making me nuts.
Without looking, though, he did it in his pocket.
What do they call that? T9 or something? Like that keyboard?
Yeah, like where you have to click. You have to click 7, like 8 times to get an S. Fuck out of here.
Now, Nick, now that we know that you graduated high school well after us, did you ever have a flip phone?
Yeah. But in 2006, I did not have a cell phone. I think I got my first cell phone in 2008, and it was a flip phone. And I had it for about 2 weeks. I was coming off the school bus. I dropped it. It broke into a million pieces, and I didn't get another phone for like months.
Wow.
And at that age, months feels like years.
Yeah. I was going to say years, but in my head, I was like, it was definitely just months.
I had the Verizon Boulder. It had fucking like Kevlar on it. So it was like nigh indestructible. I found a way, though. I found a way.
Sledgehammer.
I was playing football with the boys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like at one point where they're like at the big microprocessor deal or whatever. And the
Yeah,
cops
don't
come,
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
yeah, they just immediately shoot out with the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that part made me laugh. I was like, this is so fun. I was like, what a just immediate, no words exchange, just
Yeah.
gun shootout.
Everyone in this movie has their hand on the trigger at all times,
Yeah.
just
They're
ready to go.
You know, it was like one of the best parts of this movie is when one of the goons he tells Leo the wrong address, and then he goes to the right address,
Mhm.
and then that guy happens to get shot.
Oh my
And
god!
then, like,
yeah.
as he's dying, he's like, "I know you're the rat because I told you the wrong address, but you showed up anyway." And Leo DiCaprio's like, "Fuck!" And he goes to pull out the gun, but then the guy happens to die right there.
Yeah.
Fucking great stuff.
Well,
Loved
the guy
it.
was a cop.
He was?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going
Because
on?
because he goes, why do you think I didn't say anything?
Oh.
And then he dies, and then they have the whole funeral, and then Nicholson, he puts some question on that. He goes, they're just saying he's a cop, so I stopped looking for the cop.
Okay.
But I
This is
think he
all
actually
making
was a
sense.
cop.
So what Nick is saying is correct. Literally everyone in this movie.
Yeah. Literally
is a
everyone
cop.
in this movie was backstabbing somebody.
Wow.
Except for Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, it was just a regular guy doing his job.
Poor guy had to die for no
head.
reason.
Yeah.
The only innocent man in this movie also had to die.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie.
It's a real nail biter.
Yeah,
Really like
definitely. A nail bite is a great way to describe it. There was a lot of twists and turns and suspense. It builds up pretty well, and they all get so like each character gets such each character gets like worked into a corner so many different times, and then just like random stuff gets them out of it. Like with Leo's character, that guy dying, like with Matt Damon's character, the Leo getting shot, like.
Yeah.
Each character gets so fucking lucky, like multiple times in the movie.
Yeah. And like the whole time you're like, wow, I can't fucking wait for these guys to meet. And then they do, and it's the most suspenseful shit you've ever seen. Like he's like, oh, let me just get your paperwork done on the other computer. There's something wrong with this computer. And he leaves the room, and Leo's just looking around, and he sees the fucking the envelope with all the ID shit
where it says citizens on it, but he spelt it wrong, and then the other guy laughed at him. Yeah.
And he's like, fuck, this is the guy who was looking for me, who I was looking for. This is fucking crazy. This is a good movie. That's all I have to say.
After this movie's good, and then Sheen dies, and then it's just nonstop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Martin
it picks
Sheen,
up hardcore at that point.
Yeah. And also he fucking hits the floor and explodes, and that's fucking good stuff.
I also death is so good.
I feel very bad for him, and you see Leo feels bad too. Like he's like trying to hold in his tears as they're like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, I just like his only companion in this entire thing just died in front of him.
Yeah.
Like it's good. This is good.
And also, I love that he's willing to die there, Sheen, because he goes, "Where's your boy?" And he goes, "He's at Notre Dame."
Yeah, he's like willing to take the sacrifice for Leo's character.
Yeah,
good.
And
good
they throw him off the roof, and they say, and then you see Costello's guys, Nicholson's guys, like, we shouldn't have fucking done that.
Yeah. But also, see, now maybe this belongs in questions, but Robbie, you just said that guy who dies, he was a cop.
Yes.
What is he doing killing Martin Sheen, who is also a cop? This movie sucks.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea, my dude.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just assume everyone's a cop, but in that way, they're all cop killers.
Now, there also could be this thing, I don't know for sure, but where it's like, hey, listen, you're undercover. You don't break cover until you're told to.
Sure.
Because at that point, like, you can ask them,
guys, don't kill this guy. They're like, wait, wow, you a cop? And you're like, fuck, all right, kill him.
Yeah. Well, like, it's one of those things where, exactly. You don't want to break character almost.
Yeah.
And then risk your own life and then blow the cover.
Yeah. How about that scene where Jack Nicholson just really strongly implies that Leo's the rat. And Leo has to like convince him. You see him, he's like welling up because he's scared.
Yeah.
He's petrified. He's just like, I ain't the rat. He's like, you think you could do what I do? He's like, do I think I could do what you do? Yeah. Do I want to? No, I don't want to do that. And Frank's like, okay, all right. Okay. But it's still like, you could see, because he keeps going to them and he's like, guys, I want out. I'm so fucking scared all the time. And they're like, oh, just give us a couple. We're so close. We're so close. And like, you could just see it. It's like Leo is playing this so well because you just see this man unraveling because he's like, this guy's going to fucking kill me. He's crazy. He's fucking crazy. It's great stuff.
Yeah.
Love
That part was intense when he's like begging to stop.
Yeah.
And like demands it, and they're like, no, no. And you're like, oh my God. They're not even saying how much he gets paid.
Yeah.
He
It's
just keeps
definitely
saying,
not a
I want
lot.
my money. I want my money. But they never mention how much. I was like, is it $10,000? Is it, I mean, like, how much money is it? How much money
And
are we
like
talking here?
the timeline, it's like over a year.
Yeah. Because he
So,
says
like,
at one point, I've been doing this for a year.
Yeah. So it's like, what I'm thinking is it's like 40 grand, which is not enough.
It's got to be more.
I would think
just
it's more.
You would hope so. But I feel like they were like, look at this idiot. He wants to be a cop. Okay, you could be a cop. Just do the most dangerous thing anyone's ever done.
Well, that's the thing. I'm watching this. No, I'm going to say it's definitely more because I know police officers who have worked undercover and they had a very nice living.
Oh, okay. Well, but again, he's not like on the books police officer.
I understand that, but he
So
was
I think
like
they're ripping him off.
trooper. Maybe, I guess. But they also never talk about that. Like,
That's true. This is all hearsay.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, just like the microprocessors, don't fucking think about how much he's supposed to get paid. Why are you thinking about this?
Yeah.
I'm sure if you ask Marty Scorsese, hey, how much was he getting paid? He'd go, what?
He said, what movie? Huh?
I think he'd remember the movie.
He said, look at my fucking eyebrows. Like, all right, Marty. So, Marvel movies are destroying cinema. Like, all right, Marty.
Also, this movie's way better than Donnie Brasco.
I've never seen Donnie Brasco.
I've never seen it either.
They didn't really have anything to do with each other at all, except the fact that Donnie Brasco's like a government rat. He's like working for the police but infiltrating the mob. Okay.
I'm going to be honest, I was very confused.
This movie is way better than Taxi Driver. This movie is way better than Gangs of New York.
I agree with both of those statements.
This movie is good Martin Scorsese.
Yes.
This is good. This is a very good movie.
Hey, I have a sense next week we're doing another good Scorsese film.
Hey, I do too, because we already recorded that episode.
Shut up. You know what I'm saying? They can't peek behind the curtain. I'm nude.
Oh my God. You're gonna want a magnifying glass.
Oh, zing. Because I'm gonna burn it off with the sun.
Oh my.
Because it's the size of an ant.
Oh my. We're back to little penis. All right.
It comes in a semicircle, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Can I read a quote that Marty Scorsese said?
I can't wait.
Okay. When receiving the top award from the Directors Guild of America for this film, Martin Scorsese said this. This is the first movie I've ever done with a plot. I agree.
No one was arguing with you. Did you search this whole time for that quote?
No, that was like while I was searching for trivia for our famous segment Trivia. That came up and I said, wow, incredible. He must have heard me from the future. Being like, where is all this going, Marty? He was
Scorsese's
like, I'll
time
show
traveler.
You. Yeah.
I mean, okay, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man.
I think he's very talented. He's done great work. Some of the stuff that we've reviewed for this podcast is not great.
I agree. I listen, I didn't like Taxi Driver. I didn't quite care for Gangs of New York either. So I totally agree with you.
Yeah. Just find a lot of it's aimless.
I liked Goodfellas a lot, though.
I like Goodfellas too. That's less.
I feel like
aimless.
this is like I would put Goodfellas ahead of this, but this is like in the same ballpark.
Ooh, see, I disagree. I think I would put this above Goodfellas.
I would
Really?
also
Well,
put this above Goodfellas.
I feel like they're two different types of movies. Like I feel like
For sure.
this
Absolutely.
is more like thrilling and suspenseful, where like Goodfellas is like fun.
Yeah, this
Like
is an
Yeah.
Goodfellas,
espionage
like you
movie.
leave, you watch the movie when it's done, you're like, oh my god, wow! Like I want to
Yeah.
like get fucked up and like run guns to Cuba or something. Like after
But
this movie, you're just like, what is my life? Like, am I being followed? Am I being watched? Am I gonna get shot in the head in the elevator? Like, it's
Yeah.
very but they still elicit like heavy emotion for sure. That's why I
well,
put
they're
them in the
both
same ballpark.
they're both mafia based, but this one also has that espionage aspect to it that Goodfellas doesn't have.
Yeah, there's like you said, suspense and drama in this where Goodfellas, like you said, it's a lot like, hey, we're having a good time over here until something's amiss. You know, it's that's the whole movie for me. And like it's good. It's a good movie. I just don't care. With this, there's characters that have like there's a plot, there's a storyline. Where in Goodfellas, it's just like this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, the end. Where in this is this happened, and then because of that, this happened, and then because of that, this happened, and then oh no, this is gonna happen. It's just like it's a roller coaster. Where I find I'm just gonna keep coming up with different analogies. Where this is a roller coaster, and Goodfellas is just like a straight line. It's like
An elevator
Eh,
ride.
yeah,
Yeah, and you couldn't think of another amusement park ride?
not at all. Couldn't.
A lazy river.
Yeah.
No, because it's not late. It's not boring. It's a good time. You know.
All
But,
right,
like,
the zipper,
that's too exciting.
The swings.
the gravitron.
Sure. Goodfellas is the Gravitron.
Just ran in circles.
But well, next week's movie we'll talk about that next week, right, Robbie?
The gravitron?
You're a fool.
I really like this movie, guys.
Same. If it weren't for that rat at the end, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. It's
That's
still
fair.
a 10 out of 10. What are we?
Yeah. It doesn't ruin the movie, but it just kind of leaves you with a sour taste. Like, what the fuck was
like
that,
the
Marty?
last thing. It's like, come on, man.
Like, I watched it.
Yeah, we're not dumb.
Is that like
Like,
a
you
heavily
think-
criticized aspect of this movie, like throughout
I don't know.
since it's been made?
I have no idea. We don't do much research.
Yeah. I just know I hated it back then and I hate it now.
Because it's very like I don't want to say head scratching, but it's like what the okay, really?
Kinda
It's
like-
weird.
It's
Yeah.
like he assumes the audience is an idiot. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you get it? It's about rats.
And it's also like not once earlier in the movie did he say, "Oh man, this apartment has rats."
Yeah. So
And
it's
it's
also
like-
like a nice apartment.
That's what I was about to say. Like it's like a nice, as far as a rat concerned, it's like a well-groomed, good-looking rat. It's not like a
Right.
dumpster rat
Maybe
like
it was a
dragging like a bag
pet
of
got out.
popcorn out of a garbage can.
He got a
It's like
ring alert later on. Has anyone seen my pet rat?
It's like a rat backlit from like the city of Boston skyline, like in the background, like on an sunset. Like it's like a
Yeah,
beautiful. It's like the
A hipster would have this in her fucking room.
yeah.
That's one
The
cool
real
rat.
symbolism would be like if it was like in the sewer or something.
Well, it should have just been like he gets shot. Mark Wahlberg runs out.
Fade to
Roll
black.
credits. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Leave on that.
What about those
Um,
dirty looks he gets from those old women when he's coming back to his apartment? What's that about? Right before he gets shot by Walby. He
I
gets
didn't
out of the
notice those.
elevator. He's
Noticed that,
going into
yeah.
his apartment and he says hi to I guess two people that live in the floor, and it's just like these old women. They just don't even answer him. They give him like they shoot him double scowls.
He's probably just a
Yeah.
prick because he comes across as a prick later on. Like when they're at the restaurant, he's like, "They don't have duck l'orange."
Yeah. Well,
It's like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
I know this is something I read about. There's X's in the backgrounds of most scenes where people are about to die. And on the floor in the hallway in that scene, there's X's. Like the carpet design are X's And then in that same scene, Matt Damon gets shot in the face. I don't know if you remember that. But then
right in the eye. Right through the fucking eye.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming.
Buzzing.
Also, in the elevator, there's an X, a duct tape X right behind Leo, right before he gets shot as well. So, yeah. I'm sure there are more.
I'll have to go back and review the tape. I don't recall.
Yeah, this is something I read about, and after I read it, I said, "Oh yeah, look at that."
That's pretty cool.
There's probably one by Martin Sheen before he's killed as well.
Also, what about when Costello gets shot? Just goes into the dump of a dump truck.
Yeah, before he dies, he does the DX suck it chop.
Yeah, he literally he goes into a what is that thing called? Like a the scoopy part of a bulldozer.
I think it's the scoop mama.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it is.
The scoopy boopy.
Yeah. I like how he gets shot and he's like, "Why? What are you doing?" And he's like, "You're an informant for the FBI."
He's like, "I would never give you up."
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like I never rather dying on a lie.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
I agree.
Yeah, I was very satisfied and came away like, oh wow, I'm glad I watched that movie.
I'm gonna go to Letterboxd and just hit 5 stars. Is that cool?
That's cool, yeah.
Do you have a podcast Letterboxd account?
We do.
Sure does.
Well, you know what's funny? We never promote it. We just say, let's go to Letterboxd. we never promote what our Letterboxd account is because we're not good at promotion or social media.
No, we are not.
So our Letterboxd account is just called TheRoyds.
Nice.
And sometimes we forget to do this.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's like a cutaway a collapsible segment.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know if we sometimes just kind of forget.
There's a segment we did one time, and it's like sum up this movie in like 30 seconds. We did it once.
Well,
we forgot.
We tried to do that a bunch of times earlier, but we would last so much longer.
It was like a 15-minute segment. We're like, we gotta get rid of this.
It was going for so long.
There's been a couple instances on Naughty House where John and I have given full-fledged reviews to movies we've never seen. We've just did fake reviews. We did one for
yes.
We did one for Barbie recently, but we did one for Hocus Pocus 2, and we literally went on for like 6.5 minutes, and neither of us even watched the movie. We were just saying like ridiculous shit.
I saw both of those.
Same.
Yeah, you guys did a Barbie episode.
Was
there a guest for the Barbie episode?
Yeah, my wife.
Oh, I was gonna say it should have been one of your wives.
Margot Robbie.
Yep. She was like, "Oh, I can't."
Yeah, she said, "Good, I can't."
Oh my god.
I said, "Babe, chill," because it's my wife. You understand?
Yeah, we got it.
Questions. Oh, what do you think? Like, was that in that envelope?
It was all their social security numbers and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was not putting those straws together. The whole time I was like, "What is in that envelope?"
What the fuck?
I was like, I can't even.
He's giving that to Matt Damon so Matt Damon could run their backgrounds and see who's the rat.
I was like, I can't even begin to hypothesize what's even could be in that envelope.
Is that anthrax? It is 2006.
Questions.
What if Martin Scorsese didn't understand like all this rat stuff, and he was like, "What if I put a real rat in here?" And that's who the rat was the whole time. Like, Marty.
Wait, Marty, did you mean there's a literal rat?
Yeah.
Also, not to bring this back up, but we also didn't talk about this. This was a really good part with the CD. When she's playing the CD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was an eye-opening scene for me because I was like, wow. I was like, this dude is busted.
Yeah. You're gonna be in the doghouse for this one, brother.
Yeah, I was like that really.
Gonna be sleeping on the couch for weeks.
For fucking weeks, you know what I'm saying?
do cops really stop their targets in public like that? Because Jack Nicholson's just walking, and Martin Sheen and Mark Wahlberg are like, "Hey, let's have a little chat under this bridge here."
And he's like, "You gonna arrest me or what?" They're like, "Nah, we can't." He's like, "All right, I'll see you."
Yeah, they just have a little chat, and he leaves.
Yeah, some of the encounters were very casual.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would put money on that being like Martin Scorsese. I mean, Mark Wahlberg and Martin Sheen were both like, "Yo, we want scenes with Nicholson." And
of course.
All right, let me write one in. Because, like, who wouldn't?
Oh, absolutely. No, that's totally fair.
Questions. All right, here's my question. Number 1.
Okay. All right, Perd Happily. What the fuck was that?
Did Francis eat that fly?
Dude, I have the same question.
Like, you remember when Leo and him are talking and he smacks a fly, right?
Yep.
And then he licks his hand. And I busted out my phone. I was like, did he just fucking eat that fly?
Yeah.
What's going on
Remember
there?
that.
Yeah, I have that same question because it's funny. I rewatched that movie today before we did this podcast, and I went to my notes. I was like, why is that a note? Did Jack Nicholson eat a fly? And then I saw that scene. I was like, oh, that's why. I was on the verge of deleting that question.
Yeah, no, it looks like he kills a fly, he looks at it, and then he's like, nummy.
I'm crazy.
I'm a crazy frog man.
Ribbit. Questions. Hey, why do they feel the need to play the live version by Roger Waters and Van Morrison of Comfortably Numb?
I don't know. That was weird. It's like the worst version.
Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. Weird.
Questions.
Why does Alec Baldwin dump his face in a bowl of ice water?
Just to wake himself up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems like a wake-up call.
Or like a refresher. I take cold showers now.
I
All
also
the way cold or just cold at the end?
No, the whole time.
Wow.
See, I do that after I like mow the lawn and I'm all sweaty, or after a workout and I'm all sweaty.
I wake up, I take the dog out, I take a cold shower.
Are you gonna continue doing it in the winter?
I'm gonna try.
It's supposedly very good for you.
It is. My skin, I have eczema, and it has cleared up significantly.
God, eczema?
Yep.
How long has it? How
video?
much has it cut on your shower time?
A lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not basking in a coldie.
No, I used to be a long showerer, and starting the cold showers, it's like, ooh, this is quicker.
You gotta get in and get out because
I'm never late for work. I'll put it that way.
Nice.
Your boy's out of the house on time.
I do a warm shower, and then like the last 20 seconds, I'll put the water on cold.
That's what you're supposed
to. Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah, no, I've gone straight cold for the last like 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I'll say this: I have a lot more energy during the day. Also, my skin feels better, and I have more energy.
But can you afford the shrinkage? Because
No,
you're not working
no.
with a lot.
Yeah, I have 2 innies now.
Wow.
Yeah, I have trivia.
Me too.
All right, how many trivias do you have?
Let me look here. See there, boy. There.
I have 7 trivia.
Oh my god.
Nick is baffled.
1, 2.
Oh, it'll go quick.
I have 5.
All right, I'll go first. Say your name to buzz in.
Andy.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Andy. What was the answer to my first question?
Andy.
Very good. All right. I'm going to ask first because I have 7. Where did DiCaprio get kicked out of as a kid for attacking a teacher? So his character, obviously, William Costigan. Did he get kicked out of Deerfield, West Adams, Beverly, or Stoneham?
Andy. Beverly.
Wrong.
Oh, I think it's Nick. Is
Nick.
my name.
Very good.
What was the second choice again?
West Adams.
I think it was that.
It was not.
Fudge
Is it
muff.
Deerfield or Stoneham?
Andy.
Andy.
Deerfield.
It is Deerfield. It is, in fact, Deerfield.
Wow. Okay. Who was Scorsese's first choice to play Costello? Frank Costello. Is it Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Jack Nicholson, or Joe Pesci?
Rob.
Rob.
De Niro.
No.
Oh,
You picked him because you share the same name.
I did. That's exactly it.
I'm gonna say it was gonna be Nicholson. It's always Nicholson.
No, it was Al Pacino.
Ah, it was booked.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you said that I only picked them for the same name. When I was a kid, I got legitimately upset about the death of Robert Kennedy 40 years prior because we would have had a president with the same name as me. I thought that would have been really cool when I was like 8 years old and I found out about Robert Kennedy because I was.
Think he would have got elected?
Yeah, well, I was basing that off my father saying you probably would have gotten elected.
I mean, we'll never know.
We'll never know because Sirhan blasted him. Hey, I got a question for you guys. How old is the boy? So, okay, when Wahlberg first meets DiCaprio and DiCaprio says that his uncle was a priest, Wahlberg says that his uncle is married to a little boy. How old is that little boy? 10, 11, 12, or 13?
Andy.
Fight
10.
to the death. No, it's not 10.
I was gonna go 12.
It is 12. Damn it.
All right. This is a remake of a Hong Kong movie. What is the title of that movie?
Rob.
Is it The Departed, Infernal Affairs, A Rat in the Wall, or Undercover?
Rob.
Yes.
Infernal Affairs.
Correct. You've got something on your back.
Yeah, it's my cat.
Oh, a nice bun.
Yeah, he actually clawed my back. So if you heard me a minute ago,
Oh,
it's because a cat's claws went directly into my back.
Nice.
very nice.
Yeah, we covered that in the first segment of the episode. That it was called Internal Affairs.
I thought it was internal until you said infernal.
It's Infernal Affairs.
Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
change my question later on about that.
You have to go back, edit it, find exactly where we are, re-voice over your thing.
Or you could just leave this in.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this all in, even with the cat stuff. Hey, what did William Costigan or Leonardo DiCaprio's character get on the SATs? 1300, 1400, 1500, or 1600? My cat's ass is on my neck. He just jumped off. He was literally just starfishing onto my back of my neck. So that's good podcasting.
Uh-huh.
Andy,
Andy.
1300.
No.
Damn it.
1600.
No.
Fudge. I
Andy,
thought that's why they wanted him, because he was so smart.
He is smart, Andy.
1400.
It is 1400, yes.
I've done it.
Very good.
You know, I've never taken the SATs.
I did. I took both the PSATs at 1600 and then the regular SATs when they were 2400. Because life constantly fucked me, Andy. That's why I'm stuck doing a goddamn podcast with you.
I quite like doing this.
I took the SAT once and I was violently hungover. That's why I'm doing a podcast with you.
All right, Robbie.
And Nick. Oh, wait, am I up?
Yeah.
No, I just asked the SAT question.
Oh, shit. What am I, fucking
You
stupid?
said, all right, Robbie. I was like, there's a guest, my dude. My dude.
What am I, a fucking asshole? Okay. Who was originally cast as Sullivan, but dropped out? Who's Sullivan again?
Sullivan's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Okay.
I thought you were talking about the pilot that landed the plane in the Hudson.
Yeah. Tom Hanks, right? Isn't that just
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't think Tom Hanks was in this movie.
All right. Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, Brad Pitt, or Keanu Reeves?
Rob.
Brad Pitt. Correct.
Yeah, he's a producer on this movie. He dropped out because he felt he was too old.
Huh. Yeah.
So I knew that
Matt
answer.
Damon.
I don't
Matt
know.
Damon and Brad Pitt are around the same age, right?
No, Pitt is much older than that. I'm not gonna say much older. Let's look it up. You know, it's amazing. We have these amazing machines right here. I don't know if you've heard about cool computers.
Name even one.
A computer. I'm looking at it. I'm literally looking at a computer, my guy. My dude,
Listen,
my brage. My guy,
I'll
my
tell
dude,
you
my
what.
brage.
I'll tell you what. If I tried to open anything else on my computer while we were on this Zoom call, it would burst into flames.
My word.
That's
You need to get a new computer. Matt, so Brad Pitt is 7 years older than Matt Damon.
Okay.
So he couldn't be in the movie.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's almost 60 years old. That's wild.
Wow.
He looks better than I do.
Was Brad Pitt, Robbie?
Yeah, I know, but you know, I'm
compare
Rob
yourself
Hall.
to Brad Pitt.
I do, okay?
You shouldn't.
I shouldn't. Hey, I got another trivia question for you. I actually have 4 more trivias for you. What is French's first name? Arthur, Alan, Adam, Alex.
Nick.
Andy.
Nick.
Arthur?
It is Arthur, yeah.
He's done it.
You're all right, boy.
We're gonna go to Tahiti and we're gonna go back and forth.
We just gotta get it in there. Anytime I'm replaying Red Dead now just for the fucking fuck of it.
Hell yeah.
You know what's funny? Every time I replay it, I go, I'm gonna be a bad guy. And then I feel bad. And I'm like, I can't do it.
Because it's so fucking real.
I know, like I can't do it.
All right. A sequel was planned starring Alec Baldwin, Vera Farmiga, Mark Wahlberg, or Brad Pitt.
Rob.
No.
Rob.
No, go ahead, Nick. You can go,
I was
Nick.
gonna say, I feel like it's got. I forgot to do the name thing, but I forgot. I feel like it's got to be Vermiga.
No,
Ah, what?
Is
This
it
must be
Baldwin?
telling.
it is not Baldwin. It is Mark Wahlberg himself.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it never came to fruition.
No, never did. Never came to fruition.
I feel like if the story that you want to see is the kid, you want to see the lady with the kid.
That's fair. I get that. Getting
That's
older.
the
Yeah,
story.
makes sense.
Wanted to avenge his
Makes
pops.
Yeah, because he probably goes in, works undercover, and probably rats out his mom.
sense. The baby comes out of the womb. He's got a badge. I'm a cop. Been a cop this whole time. Mommy.
Hey, what band is playing in the bar during the cranberry juice fight? The Rolling Stones, the Grateful Dead, Canned Heat, or the Allman Brothers?
Andy.
Andy.
I'm gonna go Canned Heat.
No. The Rolling Stones, the Grateful Dead, or the Allman Brothers?
I think it was. I'm really not sure. I would like to say the Rolling Stones.
It is not. It's one of the few times the Rolling Stones is not playing in this
That's
movie.
kind of what I feel. I kind of went with the obvious there.
Yeah. Andy.
All right. What do I have left? The Grateful Dead and Allman Brothers?
Yeah.
The Grateful Dead.
No.
Ah, shit.
Wow, the almonds.
The the Allman Brothers. Yeah, very good. I think they're playing One Way Out. I think that's the song they're playing. I didn't write down the name of the song, but it is definitely the Allman Brothers.
All right, here I go. What comic book does Costello give to young Sullivan?
Fuck, I tried to see that. I couldn't see it.
Hell yeah. Is it Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman, or Wolverine?
Rob. Wolverine.
It is, in fact, Wolverine. Very
I'm
good.
so good at guessing.
Voldy.
Okay, follow-up question real quick.
Okay.
Which issue is it?
Dude, I have no
Is
fucking-
it number 9, 10, 11, or 12.
I'm not that good at guessing. Rob. 11.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna
I am
guess
good
11.
at guessing.
Yeah.
I was literally gonna guess 11 too.
Incredible.
Hey, finish this line. It's always been so easy for me to get blank that I've never understood jerking off in a theater. Strange. Andy.
Oh wait, no, go ahead.
All right.
Because your choice was
It's always been so easy for me to get blank that I've never understood jerking off in a theater. Strange, snatch, pussy, cunt.
Oh, I think it's Nick.
It is definitely not Nick. He does not say it's been.
No, wait. He said Nick.
It's so easy for me to get Nick. Nick, go ahead.
I think it's strange. I think he said.
No,
strange.
it's not strange.
okay, Andy.
Andy,
I think it's cunt.
it is cunt. Good day,
Yeah.
cunt.
Really? Okay.
Fucking
Never
fire and ass cunt. There's a fucking fire in the fucking freezer, mate.
The fucking fire, the fucking freezer, mate. Oh shit.
I have one more question.
Let's hear it then.
All right, the original Hong Kong film has how many sequels? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Andy.
Well, I don't like that.
2.
It is 2. It is 2.
I was gonna say 4.
Well, then I'm glad that Andy guessed first. To save you the embarrassment. Guys, I watched this movie and then I wrote a song like an idiot.
Yo, same.
Like an idiot? Did you write it like an idiot?
Sure.
Okay, that's cool. All right. I got a thing to flip.
Flip that shit.
All right, Andy, you want heads or tails?
Tails.
It's heads. It's Dr. Breads. What kind of songs you got, Andy?
Rock and roll.
I got rock and roll too, so I'll go first, I guess.
All right.
My
Two
song's called.
Rockies.
My song's called Big Daddy Frank,
All right.
and it goes a little something like this.
On the south side of Boston, Costello runs this town. He might give you up, or he can put you down. Cadets in the academy, I've got a whole damn army of people who want me dead. 2 men undercover, they take each other's place. One's a man of law, they both got it in the face.
That's my song called Big Daddy Frank.
Hey, Robbie, I don't like you saying words like that.
Where it's like what? No, like what?
I don't.
You have
I
to
don't
say
know.
it for me to know.
Pussy, I guess.
You don't like me talking about my cat. I have a sweet little baby cat.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't mind.
Yeah.
And Frank Costello in the movie says specifically that he rescues kittens on the side.
Exactly.
That's true.
It's about the fireman in the movie, actually.
Yeah, you don't remember the part where he goes, and you're not going to believe it, I rescued my 14th cat in the past month.
14th cat.
Jesus
14th
Christ.
cat this month.
That guy's just trolling the streets for endangered cats.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved the scene in the porn theater just because Jack Nicholson's at his absolute nuttiest at that point when he's whipping out that fake wiener.
Yeah, and they're all in it. They're all in it.
And I just tied to when he's like, "Oh, yeah, fuck Big Daddy Frank." Yeah, like,
Yeah.
because like that's who Nicholson is this whole movie. He's just like, "Yeah, I'm Big Daddy Frank. You can't touch me."
Yeah, I do whatever I want.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's my song.
It was very good. Great job, Robbie.
Thanks, Andy.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Nick. Andy, why don't you tell us about your song?
My song is called "The Rat," and it's about that little guy at the end of the movie. No, it's not.
Jesus Christ.
It's about the movie, really.
That's good.
The first verse, I believe, is spoken from Leo's point of view, and the second is
I'm a Leo.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
DiCaprio?
No, aren't we an astrology podcast?
Oh, no, Robbie.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. My bad.
We deal in facts.
True.
There's so many stars in this movie.
That's
true.
good. Yeah.
Very good. Second verse is about Matt Damon, and then the third verse is you know how they kind of have that code? They were like, they'd call and be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be home for dinners."
Yeah, it was up,
And
down, A, B, A, B, A, B.
Very good. R1, R2, L1, R2, left, right, down, up, left, right, down, up. It's the weapons code for Grand Theft Auto 3. But what was I gonna say? You know that code that I'm not gonna be home for dinners. And be like, or I'm gonna be late for dinner. I'm like, oh, I gotta cancel my plans, all that stuff. So yeah, it's called The Rat. Check it out.
When can I stop?
little long on that fade out, huh?
I wasn't gonna say it. I kept thinking the song was about to end.
Yeah. I didn't realize how long I went on that fade out, though.
I really like that riff.
What, the shoot
But
the
then- yeah, but then you would also do that little like a hammer-on pull-off thingy majiggy.
Shweedly-boo-doo. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly
Little
what it was.
shweedly-boo-doo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like that.
Thank you.
I think the song is as intense as the movie.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, I really like this movie, and I think Scorsese finally convinced me why he's so well regarded with this movie.
You know, the thing is,
This
I
was
think
the tipping point for you on Scorsese.
What's that?
This was like the turning point for you. You didn't previously weren't really a fan of him, and then this movie was like, all right, maybe
Yeah.
this guy's got something.
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah. This and the next one, the one we do. Well, I shouldn't give it away.
you can say what we
But,
do next week.
We do The Irishman, and I quite enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, the Mick fella.
Nice. But yeah, I don't know. Everything I've seen from Marty, I've always been like, I don't get it. But this one, I'm like, I get that. And that's good. That's good as shit. But yeah, I kind of
I also
with
feel
the
like your
song,
song would go in the movie.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Like I could see that like being like played at a certain point, like in some sort of scene of some capacity.
Montage of hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
Yeah.
guns blazing, a smoking gun.
Yeah. How do you like that scene where that guy tells Leo that Frank's an FBI informant?
Oh, I'm
Like, he
glad you brought
shoots
that
him
up.
in the knee.
I love that when he goes, "Why aren't I going into shock?
Yeah. I'm not supposed to feel this, and it hurts so bad.
It fucking
Yeah.
hurts." He's like,
Yeah.
crying, which I'll be honest, that's how I'd be reacting at that point.
If you got shot in the knee,
Yeah, but I didn't go into
Damn.
shock.
you ever just hit your knee on like the edge of a table?
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
It's crazy.
I feel like I'm gonna get pneumonia.
Very good, Robbie.
I'm gonna end my
Well,
life.
Next week, as we said, we're doing The Irishman.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese September concludes
Comes to a
with The
scores
Irishman.
tender.
Very good.
I try.
Very good.
I'll ram it in there. I don't care.
Yeah, that's what he says to all the ladies.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You tell us where they can find us on the socials.
You know what I'm gonna do first to be a nice man? I'm gonna ask Nick where he can promote himself.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Sweet. You can follow me on Instagram at Nick Tardo. Follow me, and my friend John Sell and I, we do a podcast together called Nauti House. It's NautiHouse. You can follow us on Instagram at Nauti House or go to our YouTube at Nauti House Podcast, and we do live shows too. So be on the lookout for those.
They're a fun podcast
shows.
and a fun follow on Instagram because I really enjoy the little name 15 things you find in a whatever or something like that you guys
we
do.
try to keep it. We do have this show, but it's more of like a like our page. We make videos and stuff too that are outside the podcast, not podcast related. We live together, so we have a lot of time to create stuff for the page. So we put a lot of effort in that, and like I said, we also run live shows that Rob happened to be on a couple last month, right?
Yeah.
That was at the local.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I got going on, and we're on iTunes and Spotify.
Love it. So yeah, follow
Nice.
Nick and follow the Naughty House, and fuck it, give John a follow too at
MBD at John at MBD.
NBD. It's John Sell. Okay, since you started saying it, I started saying that. I was like, actually, I don't know if he wants me to just give out his Instagram, and then you said, I was like, all right, now it's fair. Now it's fair. Follow them both. They're both really funny dudes, Nick and John.
Thank you.
And then actually unfollow Andy and I And follow Nick and John instead.
Replace your followers with 2 other white guys.
Yeah.
Except for these 2 white guys don't have glasses.
That's the difference.
Oh,
The only
They have better vision.
Yeah.
This is fucking bullshit. All right, Andy, you were telling me to promote the social media for us now?
I sure was.
All right, go to whatever social media you got. Go to Instagram. Bam. TikTok. Bam. YouTube. Bam. X. Bam. Threads. Bam. TheRoydsBand.
Very good.
But you could also send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com. Andy, do we have any music that we do or anything?
Yeah, believe it or not.
You fooled me.
You could go to Spotify, you could go to Apple Music, you could go to Deezer, you could just search The Royds and you'll see our 2 albums and maybe a Christmas song. Who knows?
I have a question. Is Spotify a dog app? Like Spotify?
I'm going to move on. You got all the podcast songs. You could go to bandcamp.com. Well, you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com. And you got all of our podcast songs that Robbie and I have written.
This is episode 72. That's 144 songs.
Look at Robbie with that quick math.
That's tough stuff, man.
Well, yeah, check that out. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. Tell your friends. Word of mouth is a very big deal.
Very good.
Helps us out a lot. And also, again, leave an email. Send an email.
Leave an email.
Had a little mini stroke. And
Andy just heard about this electronic mail.
Send an email and maybe I'll start a GoFundMe for my mini strokes.
To have more of them, to fund them.
Yeah, if I want.
Make sure you put an electronic stamp on your electronic mail.
Of course. That electronic
Lick your
postage
computer.
is important. Yeah. Well, next week is The Irishman.
Yeah.
Nick, thank you so much for joining us.
No
Always a pleasure.
problem. No problem. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me on. And thank you for exposing me to a movie that really was like, wow, this was great. So I enjoyed watching the movie, and I was looking forward to doing the episode with you guys. And I hope you started watching The Irishman 3 days ago.
Well, if
That
there's
will
anything Andy's good at, it's exposing.
Very good.
It's
Very good.
insanely long, right? Isn't that like the thing about it?
It is insanely wrong.
Yeah, I've seen it 3 times because I have too much time on my hands, I guess.
Jeez. Wow. But yeah.
Also, I am good at exposing. I expose Rob for being a sex offender. Got him.
Very good, man. That wasn't clunky. That was smooth. That was quick.
Are you
I'm really
sure,
proud of you,
Rob?
dude.
Are
What?
you sure? Because
Yeah,
was
no,
late
I'm
and
encouraging you.
clunky as
I'm
fuck.
encouraging that. No, that's what I'm encouraging. I'm encouraging you to do what you just did. That's what I'm encouraging. Yeah. Yeah. No, you got it. That's what I'm encouraging. Your behavior with your red shirt. All right. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
This just hit me. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. I think both you guys are wearing a wire.
Oh, shit.
You're
I'm a
both
cop.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. He knows. Oh, we gotta go. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Yeah.